Luke here again with the Three Blind Marksmen, and while I was walking down the trail, all this rain uh, apparently brought out some earthworms. And so I was walking and I saw one laying down in the mud. Unfortunately, that one was already dead. In case you guys are wondering, earthworms are a great source of food. There's about as much protein in an earthworm as there is in a large egg. Gross as it may be, it's a great way to keep your protein and calories in. But I don't recommend eating anything that you find already dead. But seeing the earthworm, I figured that was a good sign that there might be other things around, so I started kicking over rocks. Another thing that you want to be very careful doing. A lot of things that live under rocks are edible, but a lot of other things that live under rocks are dangerous. And so you want to make sure that you flip over the rock in a safe way where if it's a snake under there and you startle it, you will not get bit. You also usually want to stick with smaller rocks so you don't risk dealing with a large rattlesnake or anything being under there unless you're in an emergency survival situation, you need food quick. And even then I'd recommend using a lever or something to knock the rock over at a distance in case there is a snake under there. But anyway, when I was flipping over, I did not find any worms, but what I did find were, I don't know if you can see them, these little guys here. They're what you would normally call roly-polies or pill bugs. And I figured to take a moment to talk a little bit about these guys. They're actually a terrestrial crustacean, or in other words, they're a land-dwelling version of like a shrimp or a crab or lobster. And so they're perfectly edible. And you can often find them in moist situations, so if it's raining or, under rocks and things where the ground stays more moist, and they live in a lot of environments, everywhere from the wetlands of Florida, the plains of Kansas, the Appalachian Mountains. I've even seen some in some better areas under rocks in deserts where there's a little bit of moisture under the rock if it's near an underground water source or things like that. So you can find these guys in a lot of places, and they're a nice little extra food source, and if you collect a whole bunch of them, hey, you're good to go. So a little gross maybe, but it's a way to keep the calories in you. I don't necessarily like them, and the shell is, anyway, but it's food. So this is Luke again with the Three Blind Marksmen. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and we will see you in the woods.